Hello, everyone. It's Katie. I am here to do a quick video on tennis at the Olympics. So, for starters, it is being held in Paris, France, meaning it's at Roland Garros, where the French Open is played, and it is on red clay. There's 5 different events. We have men and women's singles, men and women's doubles, and mixed doubles. The way the selection process usually works is the singles draw is of 64 and doubles is 32. So typically the top ranked players from those countries are the first to be selected in, and there can be a max of 4 players per country that can go. However, not all of the top ranked players are at the Olympics this year. Paula Badosa and Owens Jabeur, just to name a couple of them, they opt not to go. One of the reasons there's no prize money or ranking points at the Olympics, and for some players that can be pretty crucial, especially if they're, coming back from an injury or maybe they just kind of aren't where they want to be in their career, they might choose to do something other than the Olympics. There were also a lot of concerns this year for injuries because they went from playing clay to grass at Wimbledon and now back to clay for the Olympics. And those surfaces are very, very opposite, can take a lot of time to adjust, and the turnaround time was very, very quick. So, still a lot of great names at the Olympics, and let's get into some of the players and some draw predictions. So, for the men's singles, I'm a little heartbroken. I'm a diehard Rafael Nadal fan, and he went out to Novak Djokovic in the second round, which it's lame, but still a lot of great names in it. Number one, Yannick Sinner did withdraw prior to due to an illness, so he is also not in the draw now. But I personally think that Novak Djokovic is going to take the gold medal this year, just because that is the biggest title that has eluded his career forever, and he has lost some pretty surprising medal matches in the past to some lower ranked players. But obviously, anything can happen at the Olympics, especially best 2 out of 3 sets as opposed to best of 5. You never know. Some players end up playing a lot better in kind of this like team country atmosphere environment. So you never know. But I think it's going to kind of boil down between Alcaraz and Djokovic. And I think that Djokovic really wants this one. So I'm going to bet him for the men's singles. For the women's singles, I honestly think that there is nobody who is going to stop Swiatek on the clay. I think she still struggles a little bit with her game on the grass, but she just has the spin, footwork, variety, and adaptability for the red clay here at the venue for the Olympics this year. So if I'm being honest, I don't really see anyone coming close to her this year. So I'm gonna definitely pick Swiatek for women's singles. For women's doubles, there are 2 pairs that stick out in my mind, and I think that the doubles at the Olympics is very, very interesting. Just because sometimes, and this can be said for all of the sports, the just because you have a lot of really good players for a team from the same country, they might not have a lot of experience playing together. But that's why I think that Goff and Pagula have a great chance of going very, very far, as well as Krejcikova and Siniakova from the Czech Republic, and obviously Goff and Pagula from the United States. I think that they are not only individually very, very good doubles players, but ultimately what matters is their chemistry on the court, if they gel, if they vibe, if they complement each other. So I think that one of those 2 teams is going to take gold for women's doubles. For men's doubles, and this vote is a little more with my heart than with my brain. I think that Nadal and Alcaraz are going to take the gold. However, I do think they are a really good team together. Rafael Nadal has very, very, very good hands at the net, deceptively, because I know everyone knows him as a baseliner, but his volleys are very crisp, very textbook. And with Alcaraz's power from the baseline, with his serve, and obviously his very, very big forehand, I think they could do really well and go very, very far. And I just think that with their explosiveness, their energy, obviously Nadal's career is unfortunately winding down, and Alcaraz is very excited for this chance to get to play with him. I think that they have an opportunity to go really, really far, and I am hoping they win. I also do want to see Andy Murray do really well because this is going to be his last event in his career, but ultimately I am going for Alcaraz Nadal. And lastly, for mixed doubles, which I think this one could be the biggest toss up just because, I don't know, mixed doubles, it just depends on so many factors. It's hard having, guys and girls kind of going back and forth. The guys' serves can be so hard to return. I think it's really going to depend on just what teams are really being aggressive and taking most of their opportunities. I just watched Fritz in golf. They played an Argentinian team. They won in a 10-point tiebreaker, which was in lieu of a third set. Some other fun teams that have gotten together for the Olympics included Sakari and Tsitsipas. Let's see. Elena Rybakina was supposed to play with Alexander Bublik, but unfortunately Rybakina withdrew with an illness. However, I actually think a really good doubles team is going to be Matt Ebden and Ellen Perez. They're a little more of doubles specialists, and I think that, there's a lot of very talented players in the draw, but ultimately doubles is a very, you know, strategy based. There's a lot of thought going behind it. So just because we see a lot of really fun singles players teaming up together, I think that it might be a team like the Australians that end up taking the gold that have a little bit more doubles experience under their belt. So thank you for watching. Comment below if you guys have any other tennis predictions, and hopefully you guys are watching.